Like every room has a different feel, and I love that.
Is this exciting so far, to watch us watch videos?
You know, there's a whole industry of this.
Wait, there is?
Yeah, people be weird now.
I don't understand.
This is a 20-minute video. If your comments are gonna be that long, we'll be here a long time. We have a wonderful social media manager. Now, she's really good, but she's about 12 years old. And we're
I think
over.
She's 24.
That's what I said. We're in our 30s now, so she wants us to do celebrity home tour reactions, but I have a problem in I don't know who any of these
We don't
people
know any
are.
celebrities. There's maybe 1.5 people I've ever heard of on this list, which is not a comment on the people, it's a comment on myself. So we're gonna start this and we're gonna see how it goes. Look at this advertisement before her video. Ooh, Haagen-Dazs.
Wow.
This is like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
So I had a dream with Haagen-Dazs in it last night, and somebody was mispronouncing it, and it was really annoying. Sorry,
That's a weird
that
dream.
just
Okay,
popped into
now
my brain.
we're allowed to skip the ad. We're ready? Okay, all right, we're going to Emma Chamberlain's house to watch her make coffee. Press play.
Hi, AD. I'm Emma Chamberlain, and welcome to my house. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Please come in.
She has very nice teeth.
We saw the light. We don't sell the shoes.
I worked on this house with Marie and Ashley from prom, and we had the most fun ever. I feel like my style.
Is that a wooden bathtub?
Yeah, go back.
Wow, that's not very exciting to watch.
Okay, well, so far I actually do like this house.
Where is it?
It's in, I assume, Los Angeles.
Okay.
Feels like
It's a little
1950s.
mountain
Maybe she'll
color.
tell us about it.
The house was built in the 50s, but it
Oh,
doesn't
50s.
feel claustrophobic.
Those are
and
cool
I feel
dining
like that's
chairs.
kind of rare. This had a kind of woodsy, Lake Tahoe feel, but we're in LA.
Okay, what I like about this so far is that this is a 1950s house, but she has not like neither ignored nor like really dug into that. It feels very now, but still has like a lot of stuff from different eras.
We're in LA.
This is a 20-minute video. If your comments are gonna be that long, we'll be here a long time.
This is a painting by my dad.
Oh, you could climb into
It's
that.
a reoccurring theme throughout the house. My dad's a rock star.
That thing in her,
love
that
it.
credenza.
It would be kind of awkward if I didn't. Kind of always wanted to like go in it.
Oh, she wants to go in it too.
It's a good idea to do that now, but I
Great minds.
Yeah, and she
Make coffee and climb in their credenza.
You can go inside. I feel like my cats are gonna love this. I have quite an embarrassing confession, which is that I never use a record player. But I do want that to change.
That's so
Not
embarrassing.
Watercolor with a little band on the run, like that's a Sunday. This might be my favorite thing.
A whole Sunday.
Check it out. I bought these
Wiped out.
Busy day.
dolls that are
We could be here all day. I will say that I'm very charmed by this house. I think that I would enjoy.
Let's skip to a random point.
that aren't
I want
too
these bedside
bright,
lamps.
but
Yeah,
they
those are
still
cool
allow
lights.
nature inside. This is my favorite bedroom I've ever had. It kind of feels like this warm and
Cool
fuzzy
bathroom.
There's the bathtub. There's the wooden bathtub. I want to see that.
You are seeing more and more marble doored vanities, and I do have a hard time like suspending disbelief that the hinge can hold a
Maybe it's
slab
veneer.
of marble. I assume often it is veneered, but this is my favorite way that I've seen it, and this stone looks really
You have
believable to me.
marble.
Getting that faucet to come out of the windowsill must have been a project.
I like that
Here's the
cool
bar area.
copper inlay
I
on
just
the
turned
floor.
21. The cool thing about this
21?
is that this
That's what I've never
copper
heard
here
before.
wears with time and gets rings and gets spots all over it. It kind of like has the memory of parties past. Although when I did make the first stand on this,
That is how I'm going to explain to clients patina from now on. Memory of parties past.
outdoor furniture, I think, can kind of lean boring sometimes.
Getting a lot better.
So,
Cane
I
line.
just wanted to
Check
find
that out.
the most exciting
Ooh, this
stuff
is-
I could find.
I like
and
this.
this pattern is just gorgeous, and I love it.
One thing I really like about the whole house is how many like organic materials there are, because for a long time people were handling like modern houses as like sleek machine boxes, and they really were never like that. in the beginning, even though that's, you know, the Le Corbusian thing to say. They had so many tactile things. I would just say that I am actually like very impressed by this house and the amount of personality that it shows while still being like actually beautifully designed.
Yeah. I have no comments. Good coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't live here, but I would.
I think that my favorite was the dining room, which I think she said she didn't quite know how she would.
I like the dining room. I like the dining room chairs and table are very cool. You took us back to the living room?
Yeah. Okay, I was thinking what I really like about this living room are many, many things. What the first is, when she was taking us through, she said, when we were designing this, I thought, oh, I would never really even be in here. And she said she's in there all the time. And I feel like you look at this and you can see, oh, you would be in there all the time. Partially because it has multiple seating groups, which I think is such an underrated thing to sell your clients.
I knew he was going to say that. Loves multiple seating
It's
groups.
so,
And it's helpful.
It really makes a room versatile.
That's why we put this airport lounge in behind us.
Well, we're a little over-furnitured right now here, but it makes the room really usable both for a small group, a large group. There's no kind of activity that feels uncomfortable when you do multiple seating groups well. I also like that there's like there's a lot of earthy tones, which is very popular right now, but also the art is really playful, and some of it oscillates into like childlike, but all still of pretty good quality. And I mean, I've never personally been a huge fan of photography, so I like how much painting is in this room, but that's more on a personal note. And then I really like how where the sofa niche is where they've decided to incorporate some older feeling patterns. So you kind of, that space feels really distinct from the rest of the room, but doesn't get dark because it has this amazing skylight.
The favorite thing in the whole house is the couch sofa being in
the skylight.
With the walls on both sides. I have a sofa upstairs in my room that has walls, and that's where I spend the most.
Is that how you would sell this? Walls. The couch with the walls, you know?
Yeah. That's where I spend the most time. But I also sit in the corner of a movie theater because I like walls.
It's nice to be close. Yeah, you feel protected. Last thought is, like, this weird globular furniture has been popular now for a long time, and I don't always like it, but in this room, having this sofa float like this, I think is very successful.
Big enough for it. I think that's often an issue, that furniture takes up so much space.
Yeah, your room really has to be big enough to accommodate that. And then I like how the shape of the coffee table responds to the shape of the sofa, so this all feels really intentional.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else we want to see? I thought the other coolest thing I really liked the kitchen. Okay, so now we're in the kitchen, and one thing I'll say is that we've learned something about Emma. She doesn't just make coffee, she makes coffee. She has her own coffee line, is that right? It looks like that's what it is in her fridge, so is that what we know? Okay, I love this kitchen. Really, I think it's great. I like the honey floor. I like how warm it feels while still being really light. It's not a white kitchen, like I said before. It actually functions really as a galley kitchen. And again, we have this great skylight. I love both here and in the living room, and maybe in other places in the house, how the flush mounts on the ceiling feel like they were built to go with the ceiling. I don't know if these were specified separately or what, but very well incorporated.
You wouldn't call those pendants?
I mean, I guess they could. They're, in my head, long flush mounts or spotlights or something, but sure. And then we've seen tile done vertically like this so frequently, but I like how it stops and leaves like a white plaster dado.
That's gonna be one of my only comments, and I actually do like it. I think it looks really good. I tend not to like when tile just ends.
No, I don't either, but I think here it really works well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I like the
combination of materials is really
tongue
successful.
and groove, kind of almost wainscoting style cabinetry, which is cool.
Yeah, but a modernized tongue and groove. It doesn't feel like Joanna Gaines has been here, so that's nice.
Cool. Do you think she uses all those cutting boards?
Maybe she serves a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
Cool sconce, too. Don't know where that's from, but that's great.
You're pleased?
I'm pleased.
Do you
Let's
want
go
to
on to the
watch
next
more of
celebrity.
her YouTube videos?
What?
Or
How does she make her coffee?
it's okay. We'll figure that out
We'll
later.
learn more about Emma
But
later.
good
She
job.
was very charming.
Emma, nice way to meet you. Have us
Okay.
over for beer pong someday.